Now, you talk about the idea of the country customer who could be bigger than the Western customer. Is that because the Western customer is tapped out?
The Western customer is hardly tapped out. If you think about it, we were continuing to comp strongly positive prior to the pandemic and prior to our outreach to extend our customer target market to include this just country customer. So we're still seeing a fair amount of our comp from our legacy customer base. So when you decompose our same store sales or our total sales growth, about 80% of it is from transactions, and about half of that is from new customers and half from existing customers. So the Western market is far from tapped out, but we've also now dipped our toe, if not our foot, into a much bigger market that includes sort of a customer that's just adjacent to a core Western customer.
At the same time, if you told me what they were wearing in oil country, I would be tempted to buy that, because then I'd say that's very realistic. You have a substantial oil country business, and it's got to be growing given the fact they're headed to 100 for oil.
It is. Historically, at least for the last couple of years, our oil markets and the product that sells specifically to that customer, candidly, has been declining, despite the fact that the price of a barrel of oil has appreciated and rig count is starting to slowly come back up. Until recently, and one of the things we announced yesterday is we're now starting to see growth in the quote-unquote oil patch. We're seeing growth in work apparel that's flame resistant that they need to wear in the oil patch. So that business, which had been negative for probably 2 straight years, turned double-digit positive in January. So we're excited about that. It seems to be a resurgence of that part of the business. Amazingly, despite the fact that it's up 20%, it's still a drag on our total growth, which is higher than that, but is certainly signs of life there.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @JimCramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Kramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.